Happy Sunday. Today I'm gonna take you guys with me baking. I'm gonna be baking a few things in the kitchen, especially because I have a staff party this week and I'm in charge of making vegan dessert. So I decided to make some brownies, I'm gonna make some chocolate chip cookies, and then I'm gonna attempt to also make some gingerbread men. A lot of these recipes, what I'm doing is, since I'm going for more whole foods in all of the things that I eat, I'm gonna replace a lot of things like the vegan butter and stuff with applesauce. I'll show you all of that during the process of baking. But let's see how this turns out, and I'm really excited because I absolutely love baking. I'm gonna put a Christmas movie on and I'm going to bake away. There's 3 recipes I'm gonna make. One of the first, like I mentioned, is the gingerbread man, and this is by Pure and Plant-Based, so this is not my recipe. I'm also gonna make brownies, which is a mix of some recipes I know together, and then I'm going to attempt to make my grandma's chocolate chip cookies, but I'm gonna veganize them, and I'm gonna try to make them with whole foods. And I did it last year at Christmas, but I used vegan butter and they were excellent. But now I want to try it because now I know it works, but I want to try to see, a lot of times what you can do in like recipes is you can actually replace vegan butter by applesauce. So I'm going to try to replace that, and of course the eggs. Last year I used an egg replacer, but this year I'm going to try to make a flax egg, and we'll see how that turns out. The first recipe I'm going to be making are, I think, the gingerbread man, because it's gonna smell really good in the house. So let's get started on the gingerbread man recipe. I'm gonna prep my vegan egg for my recipes. The ratio is 1 tablespoon of flax seeds that are ground up with 3 tablespoons of warm water. So if you would want 2 eggs, you would do 2 tablespoons of flax with 6 tablespoons of the warm water. You'll mix it together and you'll kind of let it on the counter for maybe about a minute for it to thicken up and make that consistency for an egg. So let's get that ready for the gingerbread man, and as well for my chocolate chip cookies that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna start by mixing 3 cups of flour. I have I think this is just organic white flour. The recipe says whole wheat, but I really don't think it matters. 1, 2, 3. I have 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, so 1 here, teaspoon. I bought some baking soda this morning, so I don't have any left. And you just need half a teaspoon of the baking soda. And let's now get all the spices that make that make gingerbread man.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday. a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. It's every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside. We gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday. It means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday.
Now let's make my grandma's favorite chocolate chip cookie. This recipe holds a dear place in my heart because we used to always, like, we don't live near her, so, but every time we'd get out of her house, the first thing my sister would do is literally raid her jar of cookies. And we all know grandma's cookies are always better. Like I said, I will veganize it and also whole food. Well, let's see. I really hope they taste good because I want to find a way to still cherish this recipe but make it my own. So let's see how well this goes. My mom sent me the original recipe, so I'm gonna keep looking at my phone. Okay, so half a cup of butter, but I'm gonna use, like I said, applesauce for butter. All right, so half a cup of the organic applesauce. I forgot to use the rest that I had used for the gingerbread, but it's okay. I think the brownies also call for this. I kind of forgot. Okay. It says 1 cup of brown sugar, but I'm gonna replace it with coconut sugar. I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. What's going on here? It smells so good. Okay. It's not the healthiest, but we're trying to make it healthy. So 1 cup of sugar. Says 1 egg, but I'm using my flax egg like I mentioned earlier. Half a cup of milk. I made some, where is it? I had it out. Oh. I started making my own milk, and this is the rest of the milk that I have. So it says half a cup of milk. It's written in French, so I'm trying to figure this out. So 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. I don't usually read French recipes, so it says here, put à part. So I'm just trying to figure out the, okay. Teaspoon of baking powder. And it says 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. Some salt. Some vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then 2 cups of flour. best part is the chocolate chip. My sister and I used to make jokes about counting the chocolate chips. So my grandma would always be like, I count the chocolate chips now, because we'd always be like, mine has more and mine has less. You can put as much as you want. The recipe actually calls for half a cup, but usually they're the smaller chocolate chips, but I went with the bigger ones. All right, now we mix. Let's try the batter. I mean, it doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't have like that buttery flavor, which I'm not surprised because I didn't put butter in it. But we'll see how they cook. Okay, so I realized that my cookies that I made, they're a little big, probably just because of the scoop I used. They're like way bigger than what they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna do it the style that my grandma taught me how to make. So basically you need 2 spoons. One should always stay dry. One you scoop. And when you place on, yeah, I think this is gonna be way better. This is how she used to make hers. I just wanted to see with a scoop, but I think these will be better. It doesn't matter if they're big, but they might just need a bit more cooking time. And obviously it's way more fun to have 2 small cookies, in my opinion, than have 1 big cookie, because it's like then you only think you got 1 cookie. That's my opinion. Ooh, this is how they're supposed to look like. They look good. The inside doesn't look bad. See if they're good. Mmm, they're fluffy. I'm gonna be baked a little more. Mmm, these are good. They're not lookers, but they're sure are yummy. Oh, they're so good. As you can see, it's now nighttime because I did the gingerbread cookies and then I had a little nap, and now it's time to make brownies. So let's get started on making brownies. so much for watching another of my video. I hope you enjoyed. Also, for that chocolate chip recipes, I find it wasn't to par, so I will not be posting it because I am going to perfect it and then I'm going to share the recipe with you. And yeah, the gingerbread cookies were the best out of the 3 or the 4 recipes I made. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.